Be with the love. My name's Steve Bannatyne. I'm a producer, film.
What is it, Daddy?
Wait.
By the year 2005,
My first big film it was a PA was called Bicentennial Man, 1999, Robin Williams movie, $100 million budget. It sort of spoiled me. When you have that much money, things go smoothly. And I've never worked on a movie that size again. But I was in the production office, and that's a great place to start. After about 10 years of working below the line, then I started my own production company and moved to Los Angeles. I've had some good luck with documentaries. I think my third documentary was nominated for an Oscar in 2012, 2013. If a Tree Falls, a story of the Earth Liberation Front. It's about radical activism. This kid Daniel sort of got tied up in this group called the Earth Liberation Front, which are radical activists. And then after about maybe 6 months of him filming it, he sent me the footage, and it was great. And I said I would come on board and help. And maybe 3 years later, it was finally finished, and it came out. And to our surprise, it got nominated for an Oscar, but we lost to a football story. I forget what it was called.
This is the same booth that they ate at, Sharon Tate and her friends. That same night they went home.
Got it.
This is where they wrote on the fridge in blood, helter skelter.
Hey, is that a Charlie Manson t-shirt?
Well, in addition to docs, I do indie narratives as well, and I did one called Manson Family Vacation. With a name like Manson Family Vacation, you think it's going to be one thing, but it's completely the other. It's got a lot of heart, and it's sort of a quirky comedy, which was really fun to work on. We filmed out in the desert. It was a very small crew, and so we just we bonded. We felt like we became a family, and then that was fun. I did another one in New Zealand called Z for Zachariah, which was the same thing because we were all away from home and we were in the middle of nowhere in New Zealand. So it's those movies where I guess the crew really is forced to live and work together that I find the most enjoyable. Z for Zachariah. The highlight of that is Margot Robbie. We were like her second big movie, so she wasn't quite a star yet. Now she's the biggest star in Hollywood. But yeah, so getting to go spend 6 weeks out in the middle of nowhere with a small crew. There's only 3 actors: Margot Robbie, Chris Pine, and Chiwetel Ejiofor. And we worked hard. We played hard. We had every weekend there was a different theme party. We had bonfires at the beach, and it's just it was a fun time. An interesting story about the Russian Five. So about 5 years ago, I had a film. It was the Manson Family Vacation film. Was playing at South by Southwest, and so I must have been posting on Facebook that I'm going to Austin. And this old friend of mine from high school contacted me and said, I see you're going to Austin. You should look up this kid I used to babysit, Joshua Reel, is in Austin. He's just graduated from UT Film School. He wants to be a filmmaker. You're both from Port Huron. Look him up. So I was out there. I called him up. And Joshua, we hit it off right away. And he told me about his dream project that he's been wanting to make since he was 15, about the Russian Five, the first 5 Russians to play hockey together in the NHL. I think it's probably the most crowd-pleasing doc I've ever worked on. And it's, I think, the best hockey doc ever made. And it's and the audience responses are just incredible. So at our premiere at the Fillmore Theater in Detroit, is 2,200 people. They were chanting before the film started, "Let's go Red Wings," for about 5 minutes. 2,200 people just clapping, and it was insane. And then I don't know if you know the story, but Vladimir Konstantinov, this great Russian defenseman, was in a car crash a couple days after they won the Stanley Cup, suffered bad brain injury and is wheelchair bound. He showed up at the premiere and surprised everybody, and they gave him like a 5-minute standing ovation. It was hands down the best premiere experience I've ever had in my life. Yeah? Sweet. That was my first ever sit-down interview.